Another BTS reaction. MCA.
DJ.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, Army. We just saw introduction to the 7 members of BTS. Now we're going to do This Is BTS by X Celeste, and we're going to get to know the members even better. Ready?
Yeah.
Man.
How many of you have heard of
TED Talk.
BTS?
TED Talk.
Who is BTS and why are they so popular? BTS is a 7-member group from South Korea. While the words boy band are often associated with the image of screaming teen girls, that is far from reality. First, there's nothing wrong with being a young person showing love for something you enjoy. But what if I told you about 24% are in their 20s, 28% are in their 30s, and 21% are in their 40s? Take a closer look at this
They didn't say
age
my
and
age group.
gender demographic for BTS's 2020 Map of the Soul ticket sales. Females ages 25 and up made 46% of web traffic, and 31% were males. BTS's fans, named ARMY, will often tell you BTS is not your typical boy band.
They aren't.
And why? To get a better understanding, let us go back to the beginning. BTS was created by Big Hit Entertainment, whose mission statement is music and artist for healing. The company, and namely their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, wanted BTS to be sincere and
You know that
genuine
guy's
figures
happy.
that people could easily relate to and grow with. Not immaculate idols groomed amid studio culture, but real boys who shared their authentic personalities and talents with the world. Which is why BTS stands for 방탄소년단, Korean for Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Bangtan meaning to be resistant to bullets, so it means
Like
to
you.
block out
Yeah.
stereotypes, criticisms, and expectations
Oh.
that are aimed at adolescents like bullets, to preserve the value and ideals of today's adolescents. In 2017, BTS rebranded their name and logo representing their growth and maturity, extending the meaning to beyond the scene. The new door-inspired logo symbolizes
That's a
youth
door.
who don't
Didn't
settle
even
for
know.
their current
I was
reality
wondering what that
and
was.
instead open the door and go forward to achieve
It's
growth.
a door that's been
BTS
that's
debuted
opening.
on
I
June
never
12,
caught on to that.
2013 with 7 members: RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook. All 7 members came from different parts of Korea. So at first, living together in a small apartment was a challenge.
Oh, wow.
Their CEO, Bang Si-hyuk, created a method for the boys whenever
That
they
guy
got
still
into
looks
an
happy.
argument.
Oh yeah.
일단 싸워도 된다. 싸움을 두려워하기 때문에 우리 갈등이 커지는 거다라고 가리키고요. 그 다음에 마지막으로는 단 해결은 7이 같이 하는 거다. 싸움은 둘이 해도 해결은 7명이 같이 해라. 하기 너무 창피한 걸로 싸움을 해도 결국 같이 와서 저희가 이런 문제를 갖고 둘이 싸웠는데 이렇게 해서 이렇게
What are
해결했습니다라고
we
얘기를
talking to?
하고 그런 부분들이 이 팀의 친화력을 혹은 시너지를 강하게 만들고 있지 않나 이렇게 생각합니다.
Over the years, the boys have come to love each other despite their difference in personalities, to the point where they'd feel incomplete with one member missing. They became each other's strength and support and formed a brotherhood.
씨가 내 머릿속에는 옆에 멤버들이 있어야 뭔가 자연스러운 그러니까 뭔가 내
뭐?
핸드폰이나 지갑처럼 없으면 불안한 그런 것들 있잖아. 생각나?
그죠. 소중하다 못해 없으면 안 될 사람들이긴 하죠. 왜냐면은 넘어져도 저 혼자 일어나는 게 아니라 그냥 같이 일어난 거니까.
좀 생각을 해보면 이런 7명이 어떻게 모였을까라는 생각이 들어요, 이제는. 예. 오래 지냈다고 해서 될 문제는 아니에요. 어떻게 보면은 운명인 것 같아요. 예.
Probably were.
되게 유치하지만 그냥 운명이었던 거예요, 이거는.
Their climb to the top may seem sudden to those who didn't follow their journey, but it was far from a walk in the park. BTS's company, Big Hit Entertainment, started off small
there a
and
top
faced
to the
numerous
top?
hardships,
I think that's where they
even
actually
coming
are.
close
Where they
to
are.
bankruptcy. Since
That's
Big
crazy.
Hit wasn't a large company at that time, they lacked the resources for
Imagine
promoting
that.
BTS.
And now look what
And
it
now
is.
look
Even
where you
getting
are.
the chance to debut was
Started
a
from the
fluke.
bottom.
Their
Now we're
debut
here.
performance opportunity came about because a music show needed a filler for someone
That was
else's
cool.
slot. Even after they debuted, their performances would often get cut, and if they did make it on air, their screen time was very short since Big Hit didn't have the power or influence bigger companies had over broadcasts. Since they were often not invited to a lot of
RM
big
with that
variety
Kid and
shows,
Play
the
hairstyle.
company
Yeah.
found their own way to communicate with their audience through platforms such as YouTube. By vlogging their journey, they allowed us to discover their personalities.
That's what it's like
They
when we eat at
also
my house.
created their
Yeah.
own
We're all dancing
variety
around when the
shows
food
and
comes.
often live streamed with fans. They honed their crafts for hours on end, practicing in the dance studio and producing music, returning home at dawn to all sleep in one bedroom.
Wow.
2 years of hard work and not knowing where they'd end up, they finally won their first music show award.
Oh, nice.
Yet, as they grew in
One of many.
popularity, they were falsely accused of sajegi, which is when a company buys their own
Sajegi.
artist albums to boost sales for the charts.
Wow.
That's because people couldn't believe a group from a small company was selling
was
well,
so big.
ignoring the fact that a small
messed
company
up.
wouldn't have the resources to pull off such a scam. These were just a few of their hardships and struggles. I created a separate video highlighting their past hardships. I'll link that in my description box. Throughout
watch
the
that too.
years, BTS were able to reach impressive milestones while continuing to sing in Korean. They shattered cultural language barriers with music and attracted an international audience. They grew organically by staying true to themselves while building a genuine connection with their
That's
fans from
sweet.
around the
That
world.
is cool.
During an era where streaming numbers have gone up and traditional album sales have gone down, BTS has become an industry anomaly.
That's
Their
interesting.
latest album, Map of the Soul 7, released February 21,
I don't know why I like
2020,
that album cover so
is
much.
the best-selling physical album of the year, and they sold over 500,000 copies in just the United States alone. The biggest kicker? Well, BTS did this
Isn't that called
without
platinum?
a single bundle.
No
And what
bundles.
does bundle mean? Artists would bundle merchandise or
Mm-hmm.
concert tickets with the album's sales. For example, a copy of an artist's album, digital or physical, would be included in every t-shirt sale or ticket sold for their concert.
Fudge
These
the
sales
numbers.
would count towards charting
they did it.
numbers and become an
Like,
industry
the
right
wide
They did it for
tactic
real.
in the
Yeah.
US to help boost sales figures and in effect climb up the Billboard charts. In a 2019 New York Times article, they said about half the 39 titles that topped the charts last year were sold as part of ticket or merchandise bundles. Without the help of bundles and driven by the power of
Well,
armies
that says
alone,
BTS Army.
Crazy,
BTS were
man.
able to beat a lot of historic records, such as Michael Jackson's 36-year record and the Beatles' 22-year record. Wow. While these musical acts are famous
That
around
is
the world,
insane.
Sugar has
That's
said
beyond
it's a great
impressive.
honor to be called
Beatles
the Beatles
and
of
Michael
the 21st
Jackson.
century.
The two,
At the
some
same
of the two
time,
biggest.
it's a bit pressuring to be called that. We are BTS. We want to be the BTS of the 21st century.
They will.
The members themselves have always been involved in their music and engaged with their fans, even before they officially debuted. From their debut album, Too Cool for School, in 2013 to their most recent Map of the Soul 7, all 7 members have contributed as either writers and or producers on every album. All of BTS are associate members of the Korea Music Copyright Association, and as of August 2020, J-Hope, Suga, and RM were all promoted to full members of the association. They even create music that's released for free on SoundCloud as gifts to their fans. Much of their work touches on subjects like mental health, youth and female empowerment, child abuse, cyberbullying, self-love and development, and socio-economic injustices. Much of their work is also inspired by past writers and thinkers. Their
saw that.
latest series, Map of the Soul, incorporates psychological concepts by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. BTS is not afraid to use their platform to amplify
sweat, and
underrepresented
tears.
voices and issues, taking numerous risks with their career while receiving backlash from people in power. BTS are also as charitable as they are talented. Throughout the years, members have been donating individually and as a group. BTS rarely publicize donations, so fans often find out about them if media organizations uncover the details. One of
only
BTS's
way to
few
give.
public announcements was in November 2017 for their Love Myself campaign. They partnered with UNICEF to create a campaign aimed at protecting children and teenagers from around the world, with the hope of making the world a better place through music. BTS and their company, Big Hit Entertainment, pledged 500 million Korean won and donated 3% of the income from the sales of physical albums of the Love Yourself series, along with 6 other fundraising initiatives, including the Love Myself merchandise, where 100% of its proceeds were pledged to the cause. The Love Yourself series, which contained 3 albums total, sold over 7 million copies worldwide.
That's a lot.
On September
That's a
24,
lot.
2018,
Was that 14
BTS
times
was
platinum?
invited to
Yeah.
deliver a speech about the Love Myself campaign at the United Nations General Assembly. On January 15, 2020, Formula E announced their partnership with BTS to help combat climate change. On June 3, 2020, BTS tweeted their support for Black Lives Matter. A few days later, Variety reported that BTS and Big Hit Entertainment had donated $1 million to support the Black Lives Matter movement. When ARMYs got wind of the news, they matched their $1 million donation in one day. Now, these are just a couple of their acts of charity. With their socially conscious music, BTS created a new fandom culture that brings together fans from different national and racial identities. This led to the emergence of bilingual ARMY volunteers who translated BTS Korean lyrics and videos in their language almost real time, making the content immediately available to non-Korean speakers. We may all speak different languages, but their music and their message connected people from around the world with different ethnicities, background, gender, and
Man,
age.
just
It's packed.
BTS has
Huge
also
stadiums.
expressed their love and respect for ARMY countless of times, such as always mentioning them first during speeches, responding to fans on their social media app Weverse, showing their appreciation for ARMY projects, halting rehearsals for the Muslim prayers in Saudi Arabia. The youngest member, Jungkook, even got the fandom name tattooed on his hand. Together with ARMY, they grew as individuals and as artists.
저는 뭐 굳이 영향력을 주는 거창한 것에 안 원하고 그냥 저희를 보는 분들이 행복하고 웃을 수 있다면 그걸로
팬이란 게 진짜 뭘까 막 이런 생각을 가끔 많이 하거든요. 결국 그 사람들 때문에 저희가 무대에 서는 거라서 그 봐주는 사람들을 위해서 노래를 하고 무대를 하는 거기 때문에 결국 우리는 그 사람들한테 진짜 감사해야 되고 무대 하나하나에 최선을 다해야 되고.
간단하게 얘기해서는 가수를 하고 있는 어떤 제일 중요한 이유인 것 같아요. 저는 뭐 방송 활동도 물론 싫지 않지만 진짜 콘서트는 그냥 제가 이 방탄소년단을
I bet that'd be a lot of
이유가
fun.
맞는
Look at that.
When you have that many people out in the stands with your army bombs,
gotta be fun.
it's gotta be fun.
생각을 해요. 그렇기 때문에 되게 그렇게 살고 있는 것 같아요. 긍정적인 에너지를 주죠.
일단 이 일을 좋아하는 거, 이 일을 사랑하고 너무 좋아하는 게 저에게 큰 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 이 일을 하기 싫고 실증이 나고 하면은 무대
They still
위에서
need a
하기
vacation more.
때문에 이
I
일을
know.
굉장히 사랑하기 때문에 내가 무대
Seem busy
위에서
all the time.
They seem busy all the
노래를
time.
할 수 있는 것 같아요.
계속 와서 응원해주는 모습, 그리고 이렇게 저희를 진심으로 좋아해주는 그런 표정들, 힘들 때 그런 표정들이 저에게 더 힘을 주는 것 같아서.
저희를 알아봐 주신 여러분들이라면 여러분의 꿈이 아니더라도 여러분의 삶, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 정말 사랑합니다.
Their love for ARMY has also
couldn't
helped
imagine
them
if I was in
decide
that
on
position,
re-signing
I'd be
another
like,
7-year contract
we're going
with
to
Big
eat.
Hit Entertainment.
You're all
They
invited.
mentioned doing it
I
for
know,
their
you know?
fans and not for
Crazy.
money. So while people often discredit BTS's
She just
talent,
said they signed for
likening their
7 more years.
popularity to superficial aspects that come with the image of a boy band, it is their development of personalities and
I mean, they
sincerity
may
towards
be
their
a band
art
of boys,
and
but
their
they're not
fans
your
that made
typical
their
boy
fandom the
band.
size
Not at all.
and reach that it has become. I
Not at
hope
all.
people will come to realize that BTS is more than just their singing and their dancing skills. They're not just performers, but artists who have healed and inspired millions of people around the world. For a deeper dive into BTS, please refer to these websites, apps, and ARMY accounts to stay updated. We're also working on more video projects and a website, so stay tuned.
That had a lot of good information in it.
A lot, yeah, a lot more. Now all I see is that door
Yeah, I know.
and
Exactly.
their logo. So them breaking the Beatles and Michael Jackson's records is insane.
It is.
And their next album's gonna be crazy then.
Think about how many famous artists you've heard
Yeah.
in your lifetime, right?
Yeah.
They didn't break those records.
They didn't.
Like, who are some of the most famous people? Bieber?
He didn't break any.
Harry Styles?
Drake maybe.
Drake?
Drake broke some of the Beatles records, but not
Really?
like that, yeah.
Wow. It's really impressive because the Beatles are considered one of the greatest
Ever.
ever. And to have records be broken,
The scary thing is it's just like it feels like they're just getting started.
I would love to see what Paul McCartney had to say about that.
Mm.
I bet you he said something about it.
I bet you had a song with them.
That would be cool. Do a song with Paul McCartney.
What if they do?
Maybe they already have,
You
and I
know,
just don't
I
know.
know.
That would be cool.
Right? That'd be sweet.
That'd be cool. You can't do it with Michael Jackson, but you can with
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. You could either make an original one or remake Ebony and Ivory
That'd be sweet.
or something.
I just gave them some game. They're like, yep.
He only wants 10%.
That's all.
He only wants 10% of the 4 billion
4 billion
people that are going to watch.
That was good info, man. I'm liking them even more now.
Well, no, so I was just going to say, it makes you
know?
like them even more.
Like, they're good people outside of their music.
I like the fact that they don't flaunt their donations.
No.
That's really the only way
Yeah.
you can really give. Because if you're giving and publicizing it,
Right.
you're getting.
Exactly.
You're not actually giving.
You're not
You're doing it to get.
Exactly.
So when you
Good point.
give out of the kindness of your heart and don't tell anybody, it's the only way.
It's true.
So I like that. And
That's a good point.
to be honest with you, I'd rather than not uncover it.
Yeah.
Let them give what they want and don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't have to know the specifics.
Yeah. They're a good group, man.
Very cool video. Thanks for the good recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of good info.
Yeah. You guys have shown a lot of interest in us. We really appreciate that. We love that.
Yeah.
And we love all the recommendations you give us. And when we hit 100,000 subscribers, we made this huge announcement a few videos ago.
Yeah.
That when we hit 100,000 subscribers, we're going to cover Deshita by August D. August DJ is going to rap in Korean. I'm going to make the music. My brother's going to play the drums.
Yeah.
We're going to make this song and make a video out of it and then release it after 100,000.
It's gonna be big.
So please subscribe so we can get to that. We really want to do this
Yeah.
video. We really want to do this song.
I know.
I'm
do.
really excited about
I
it.
want them to miss it, man. It's gonna be fun.
And go watch our BTS Style video. You'll see DJ rap in that video.
Yeah, a little preview. He got some in there too.
All right, be subscribed.
Notified.
Petrified.
And horrified.
And horrified.